let's look at our first note value. Quarter note, quarter rest. When you see a note, you clap, there's a sound. When there's a rest, you stop, there will be silence. They are both 1 beat duration. Music is divided into small sections we call bars or measure, and in most popular songs, there are 4 beats in a bar separated by vertical lines called bar lines. You see the lines? This is what I meant by seeing the rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is so that you can actually keep a consistent space, an even space for each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's look at example 1. There are 2 bars. Each bar has 4 beats. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do some simple math. Quarter note in a square, you cut it into half, subdivided it, then you get 2 equal rectangles. And this is your second note value, 8th note. So each note will get half a beat, and they are identified by this tail, what we call the tail flag. When there are more 8th notes, the flag is replaced by lines that connects them together. We call them beam. A beam. You have 4 quarter notes, and each quarter note will be subdivided into 2, and this is where you get your 8th note. They are 8 8th note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 8th note in a bar. Same thing, arrow. This is how you count the 8th note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Example 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what's the smallest value here? Your 8th note. So every time when you play, you need to be able to feel the subdivision of the 8th note. So that's why we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and as we play the rhythm, so that we know how long we should stop. Move on. You have your 8th notes alone. You have a flag together. That's a beam. And you have your 8th rest that looks like 7. And they are all half beat. So with an 8th rest, we can create syncopation. Syncopation emphasizes the weak beats. Okay, rhythm that emphasize the offbeat or the weak beats in music rather than the strong or expected beats. So in 8th note, your 1, 2, 3, 4 is your strong beat, or your downbeat. You see the arrow goes down, downbeat or main beat. All right, these terms referring to the same thing. And offbeat or weak beats are your ends, or we can also call them upbeats. You see them go up. Okay, offbeat, weak beats, upbeats, they all mean the same thing, refer to the same thing. Okay, so all your 1, 2, 3, 4, your strong beats, it's silent now with the rest. You play on all the upbeats. It goes like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's try syncopated rhythm 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, quarter notes and rhythm, the role of a pulse. So what is a pulse? A pulse is basically like a ticking clock or your heartbeat that helps you to keep in time or stay in time. To feel and play rhythm patterns accurately, you need a steady pulse. In most music, like 4/4 time, the quarter note represents this pulse. When you count 1, 2, 3, 4 evenly, you are essentially counting quarter notes, right or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. The pulse acts as a foundation for rhythm, helping you to measure time, know when each note should start or stop, or how many notes are there in one count. Lock in with other musicians means stay synchronized as a band. So when you play with, let's say, 4 musicians, each one will have their own time, isn't it? they will have their own pulse. But when you play together, you need to be able to feel one another so that you can actually play in one unit. This is what we call a group time. And last one, build more complex rhythms. Like for example, I establish a pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can create rhythms when there is a pulse established. Let's look at more examples. Rhythm 1. So now we're going to establish a pulse by counting it. Okay? And we're going to clap the rhythms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So when you're able to internalize the 8th note, then you can just count the pulse, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So now let's go and crack some codes.